Every year, Dollar Tree brings a huge variety of beautiful scarves for spring and summer. I love the texture, I love the designs, and they are perfect for crafting. I brought home several of them, and we're going to start with this wooden plaque, which Dollar Tree carries year-round in their crafting aisle. It is a bit rough on the edges, so I'm just going to give it a light sand to remove some of the splinters. This is just a 220 sandpaper, and we're just going to dust it well, and then we're going to give the edge one coat of Waverly chalk paint in the white. We just need the edge because we are going to be adding the scarf on the top. I did only one coat because the pigmentation on this chalk paint is amazing. I am using a small brush because I don't want it to be too much on the top surface. Once I finish that, I'm going to add one coat of the Mod Podge. I'm just going to add a kind of like a medium to light coat. Once it's completely covered, I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. I recently learned about this technique, where is the iron-on technique, and it is fantastic. I'll show you. All right. We are going to add one of these sawtooth hooks to the back of it. We're just going to screw it in with my drill, and then this is the beautiful scarf we're going to be using. Isn't this design so beautiful? The colors are perfect. I'm going to cut off a piece, place it on top. Now the Mod Podge is already dry. We added the scarf, and now we're adding some parchment paper, and we're just going to iron right over it. This worked like magic. I'm a true believer, so thank you to all of you who suggested this technique. If you have any other techniques, write them down in the comments. I'd love to hear. Look how good that is on. All right, I'm going to use a very sharp, very new blade for my X-Acto knife, and we're just going to kind of cut the scarf off of the edge. Now, you can use your scissors, but because this wood piece has a beveled edge, it made it a little difficult, so I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife, and it worked really well. I'm going to add one more coat of the Mod Podge. This is just to seal everything and make sure it's nice and secure, and then let that dry. Once dry, we are going to use my nail filer, and I'm just going to sand down the very edge where the scarf is just to remove some of the fuzzies, and then dust it really well. Dollar Tree has these beautiful hooks. They are gorgeous, and they come in 3 different colors. I'm going to use a white one for this one. It comes with the screws that you need for it. What a great find for $1.25. I'm going to center it right on the board, and we're just going to screw it in. That's it. Easy, quick. What a great way to really bring this hook to a whole new level. I love the color combinations. Definitely one of my favorites from today, but let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take a piece of poster board. It doesn't matter. It could be a scrap piece. I just want it to be long enough to create 2 beautiful bookmarks. You know that I love making bookmarks, and I hope I show you enough variations where you can use these for yourself or to gift them. And I love the way these turned out. You have to watch this. All right. So I created a first one that's 7.5 inches long by 2.25 of an inch thick. Okay, wide. And then I used that one to create a second one and cut it. This is the scarf that we're going to use it for. This one, it is gorgeous. And we're going to attach it on the matte side of the poster board. You know what I'm talking about. Poster board has a side that's a little bit of a sheen and then a matte side. I'm going to add Mod Podge to the matte side. And I'm just going to add the same thing we did earlier. Just a medium to light coat. Let it dry and then place the scarf right on top. Once it is in, we're going to add the parchment paper and then just iron it on. Perfect. Let me tell you, it worked on wood. It worked on paper. This is just an awesome technique. So once I have it ironed on, I'm using my mini press, but you can use your iron if you'd like. We are going to cut off the excess scarf from around, and then I am going to use my pinking shears, but you can use your scissors, your X-Acto knife, whatever you want, okay? I just thought this would give it a nice look, nice texture. So I'm just going to use these shears to cut all the way around. So I'm just barely going into the poster board. And because the Mod Podge created a nice, thick, and hard surface with the scarf, the shears really worked. So I did the same thing on the other one as well. Once they were nicely trimmed, I'm just going to add one more layer of Mod Podge. Now you can do this before you cut them as well. You don't have to do this in this order. And I'm going to put them to the side to dry. Again, this is just to add one more layer and seal everything in place. These are looking gorgeous. Isn't that design beautiful? All right, so we're going to bring in these two ribbon from Dollar Tree. This blue one really complements the design very well. I'm just going to make a very simple bow. So I'm just going to loop two sides and then just kind of tie it in a knot. You know what I'm talking about. And then just keep adjusting until you have a size of a bow that you want. I want this one to be nice and petite. So then I'm going to trim off the edges in a, or the excess in an angled cut and hot glue it to the top. Look how dainty and cute this looks. I'm going to do the same thing with the beige ribbon, but you can use anything you want. You can also punch a hole and then just thread some ribbon and make a knot. Keep it simple. That's fine too. Now, Dollar Tree has these butterfly stickers in their sticker aisle, and they are gorgeous. They have a metallic look, and I just thought they had a very good design that really complements these bookmarks. So you can skip this part as you want. I'm going to add a small one right here on top of this one. I'm going to add two on each bookmark, a small one and a large one. We're going to add this medium-sized one here to the bottom of the other one, and then keep adding them until I kind of like the look, but I don't want to overwhelm it. I just want to add a touch of beautiful design. I gotta tell you, these are gorgeous. These will make great gifts. You can also write a personalized note on the back of each. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with this beautiful scarf. Look at these colors, and they look great with my nails today. This Breathe wooden word is also from Dollar Tree, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to add a medium to light coat of Mod Podge on the top, but we are going to first just lightly sand those edges. They were a bit splintery, and I just didn't like that look, so I just smoothed it out with my nail filer. Now, this is the Mod Podge and the brush that I'm going to be using, small brush. And the Mod Podge that I'm using is a matte finish. That's the one that I normally use. I do have a glossy one that I use for other projects, but this one I like for this technique. But I've never used the glossy, but go ahead and use whatever you have and let me know if it works. Same thing, just a medium to light top coat, and then we're going to set that to the side, and look how beautiful. It just looks the same. All right, but it's on there. We're going to take this scarf, we're going to cut off a piece from it, and we're just going to place it right on top, and then the parchment paper, and then ironing it. Again, use your regular iron if you'd like. Now I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. I was taking my time, just enjoying the process. I just love crafting. I love just taking the time and really enjoying the process. All right, so once I had it attached, we are going to remove the excess scarf with just my scissors, just so that there's not so much hanging around, I guess. And then we're going to use my X-Acto knife, and this took a little while. Okay, so I'm going to really speed it up here for you. But it took a while because you have to get through all the edges and then between the letters. Yeah, so just have a book, some music, a movie. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy the process. And then once it's done, we're going to add one more coat of the Mod Podge, again, just on top to seal everything in and make it nice and sturdy. Then we're going to set it to the side and let it dry. Once dry, I am going to lightly sand those edges once again, just to remove any fuzzies from the scarf. And I'm going to use my nail filer because it can get in those nice tight corners. All right, we're going to use this acrylic marker. You can use whatever you have on hand. I'm just going to line the edges just a little bit. This is going to add a couple things. It's going to add dimension, a little bit of brightness on the edges to kind of create an edge and also give it a sense of distress. But you don't have to do this part. You can skip it. You can also do it very lightly with white paint and a brush if you don't have a white marker. I have these on my Amazon store if you want to check them out. They're really good, and they are down in the description box. But look how lovely this looks. Oh my word, it was already very pretty. But adding the scarf, the texture, the colors, perfect for summer. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this magnetic board. It's already framed, and although it is cardboard on the back, it is metal in the front, and it is such a fun crafting tool to have in your crafting studio. All right, we're going to paint the edge white. This is Waverly Chalk Paint in the white. I'm just going to do one coat because we are going to heavily distress it. But if you don't like that look, just go ahead and give it a full coverage and then put it to the side and dry. This little rooster is a wooden one. I love the style. It's so cute. I used it for a previous project and then I didn't need it anymore. So I'm just going to give it one coat of the same Waverly white chalk paint, and then we're going to set it to the side again to dry. While that's drying, we are now going to add the one layer of Mod Podge onto the metal surface here on the board. Again, this is the same brush, same matte finish Mod Podge. Once it was completely covered, put it to the side to dry. The little rooster is dry, so we're just going to sand it down just a bit. We're just going to distress it to match the entire look. And we're going to sweep it really well. Just dust it really well. Remove all the dust. And then we're going to bring in the beautifully designed scarf. This one has gorgeous colors. I'm going to cut off a piece that will fit perfectly right there on the board. We're going to center it. And yes, I forgot the parchment paper. But it worked. Nothing happened. Now, I'm not recommending it. Please use this parchment paper. It's there for a reason, apparently. But hey, it's okay. We survived it. It worked really well. And I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to remove the excess scarf from the edges. Just take your time. Again, I sped it up here just a little bit. But be careful, of course. It's very sharp. Remove the excess. And then we are going to make sure that all those tiny little corners are going to be in there. And then we are going to distress it using my sanding block. Again, if you don't like this look, go ahead and skip it and just leave it nicely full covered. We're going to add a sawtooth hook to this one as well. We're just going to hammer this one in. So easy to attach. I get these on Amazon, and yes, I do have them in my Amazon store. I'm going to add the little rooster here with a little bit of hot glue. And then these little magnetic hooks are really cool. It'll stick right onto it, and it makes a great message board, a great board for a picture frame. The possibilities are endless with this. How cute is this? So versatile, and you can use any design you want. Let me know what you think of this one. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.